Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. So, second video of the day. I don't haven't seen anything else that right now pokes out me that needs to be done. But from yesterday, as a even though for my birthday felt kind of ugh. I got some bleach stuff. Just did a trailer for Thousand Year Blood War Part 2, and also there is a new Bleach game. Now, I've never played any of the Bleach games, which um I've thought about some, but I mean, there's nothing that I've seen because they're mainly like mobile. I mean, if there were older console ones, I'm not really aware of it, and I haven't looked deep into it to be honest. But I mean, obviously, nothing in the last few generations. I do like in the Shonen, in the Jump game, Ichigo was one of the characters you could play. Uh, Amongst others, Renji and whatnot. But I've always wondered, there to be like a cool Bleach game, like as far as anime games, can be various. I played some of the like demos of the Naruto games, basically fighting stuff, whatever. But anyways, so there was a new game announced yesterday called Rebirth of Souls. So let's see what this is. And here we go. Okay, interesting art style.
I wish for strength.
Okay, Johnny Young Bosch, Ichigo,
If I cannot protect them from the wheel,
under development. Okay,
then give me a strong blade. And enough strength
okay,
to shatter
yep.
fate.
Hollow.
Do you wish to save your family?
Just tell me how! I'll do anything!
You must become
A Soul Reaper.
a Soul Reaper.
Okay, original story. Okay. Grant Fisher. Okay. What are you? Sato. Chad. Renji. Yup. Simon Sakura Kakiyoshi. Huh, okay. Yoruichi. Yeah. Kisuke. Huh, okay. White. Oh! And it's going to be for PS4 as well. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, go back there a second. Set your souls. Okay. So I am really curious what we're getting here because okay. So I'm curious if this is going to be like almost every Dragon Ball game as it is, where you get to basically play through the series up to whatever point it is. Because it says original story by Tide Kudo, or is it kind of like the Sword Art Online games where again it starts with the same basis as the anime, but then slightly veers off a little bit. Um, I mean, it looks great, and then there's a question of, again, is it just Ichigo you're playing? Is it, again, we see, you know what? Did I see Orihime? Or not? Let's see. I'm looking through this. Must become a Soul Reaper. Okay, well there's Orihime. Okay, but I mean, again, you see Uryu in action. Okay, so plop the window back up for a minute. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so of course Ichigo. Go from right here. Doo-doo-doo. Ichigo. Rukia. This is White and Rukia. So, like I said, is it just, I guess, through story beats throughout it, you like may switch control of them, or do you get to play as each character, or you? Yeah. Yasutaro Shad. Sato Chad. Renji. Okay, so yeah, stop naming everybody, but then it's just showing all the other characters. Now, Soul pierce through your limits. Hold on. Pierce your enemy, your limit. All right. Soul destruction 2. Overturn the tide of battle. Okay, well, okay. I think that just gives us something right there. Okay, well, where was it? Because we have Ichigo versus Byakuya. Okay, so we have Renji versus Uryu. So maybe you can select your characters and everything. So again, my question is now, again, as I'm looking at these instances, we just saw Ichigo versus Byakuya, Renji versus Uryu. Again, is it just a one-on-one fighter in whatever the environment is, or is it we're gonna kind of follow storyline? Thinking we see like Yoruichi and Kisuke. Who's this? Okay, Ichigo and Renji. Destruction 3. Mask. Okay. Well, I am very intrigued, definitely, and look forward to seeing more info on it. I mean, it looks great, and again, I like the world of Bleach. So, like I said, if I'm just trying to think how to put this, like, sorry about that little break. Where was I? Oh, yes, but yeah. So, the thing about anime games, I like more the style. Like, for instance, the series that I love are the Dot Hack franchise and Sword Art Online, and both of which are like more action RPGs. So you're, of course, the main character through the playthrough, but then again, sometimes you can be other characters or whatnot. For Dot Hack, you're the main character, and that's pretty much it. For SAO, depending on what game, mainly the main character, but you can customize it to be kind of like what you want. But anyways, um, but yeah, action RPG. So you're going through it, and you still get the story and the battles and all that. Generally, like those more so than say like the Naruto ninja battles, or even like I did like the jump thing, but again, just or even though I have some Dragon Ball games, like it says more 1v1 as you go through the story, and again, like Soul Calibur or Tenkin or whatever. So I mean that's fine. I prefer more RPG elements than just straight fighter. but like I said, I do like fighter games as well. So it would be cool if we do get more of an like RPG playing through the story type thing. But if it is just straight fighters between the characters, I guess then that would be fine. Just as long as it's done really well. But anyways, that is my reaction, my thoughts, and like and as I said, it's on in the world now where it seems like PS4 and Xbox One are being phased out. Much more where everything is pretty much only next gen only. It is good to see that. Well, because yeah, for even Xbox, I see it's Series X and S, not the one. Whereas it's PS5 and PS4. So as I still have a PS4 because I haven't made the transition yet, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna make that. I am glad to see that, and that makes it maybe a little more likely that I might look at this. But anyways, that is my reaction, my thoughts. As always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hope you give me a like if you like my content. Hit the notification below if you have subscribed. Thank you. And let me know by a comment below what you think of the trailer for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. And if you've like ever played any of the Bleach games, be it a console one I'm not thinking of, or one of the mobile ones or whatever. So as always, thanks for watching.